Welcome to Save As Ability, a podcast to educate and inform you about disability employment issues. My name is David Darkangelo, and I'm your disability policy expert. Hey, everybody, welcome back for another episode of Save As Ability. It's David Darkangelo, and we've got two great guests today. We've got Jazmine and Chad, but before we get to them, we do want to ask if you could help us continue to grow by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. All of that really does help us keep great content flowing for you. And so today, we're sticking with a little bit of an entertainment theme that we've had recently here, and we're having over the next couple of guests as well. And we've got tremendous talent here today. We want to welcome in Jazmine Ferries and Chad Ferries. Hello.
Hi.
Now, you all did a fantastic movie called The Iron Family that is just excellent. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. But before we get into the movie itself, let's find out a little bit about each of you and what brought us here to get together today. So, Jazmine, why don't we start with you? You're the star of the show.
Yeah. Well, my name is Jazmine Ferries. I'm 38. I'm gonna be 39 this April on Saturday on my birthday. So excited about that. And also I have a wonderful, wonderful mother that I grow fond of since forever. I do like to sing, dance, act. I do have some crushes here and there. Celebrity crushes, and I'm, part of my mom's good qualities. I am kind of sensitive to things, and, I can't help that, but I'm trying to get much better at it and doing wonderful. I lost a bunch of weight and everything that I know about me.
All right. Well, great. So, Chad, let's turn it over to you. Give us a brief introduction, and then because I do want to get right into the movie. You're both in it, and it's great. But let's hear
Sure.
a little bit from you, Chad.
Yeah. Well, I'm Chad Ferris. I'm Jazmine's big brother, and I split my time between Savannah, Georgia, where I'm a professor of English, and I'm still hail from the Upper Peninsula. I've been living in the South for some time, but my heart is in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I'm a writer and poet and producer, and but yeah, mostly just try to be a good big brother and a good son and a good dad.
Well, I guess your writing ability runs in the family then, because I know,
Yeah.
Jazmine, you're really the energy behind this movie. And I got to tell you, it's a great concept, very entertaining. Tell us a little bit about how you arrived at it and, where your kind of theatrical journey has evolved and taken you.
Well, actually, can you say that again, please?
Yeah, the movie is terrific, but I know
Oh,
you've done other things leading up to it. So
mhm.
tell us a little bit about your journey to get into the Iron Family film.
Well, for me, it's not walking the park for me. I know that for example, but um, me with my self discovery, with my whole crazy family, which I love so much. Um, I think they helped me way more as my creative. I know I've been always creative, but my family always been support of my dreams and my creative style, and I think that helped me helped me along the way of my journey. Who made me, who made who made this happen for me, and I'm really thankful for that. And I think that's why that leads to the film, and I shows that in the film.
So oftentimes it's like our lived experiences that then help us create the stories. Tell us from the movie, how much of that is from like your own experience and how much did you just completely create? Give us a little bit of understanding there.
Okay. I think from the movie perspective is that I have like a whole lot of love to some craziness, in but but even through all those experiences that I did when I was growing up, I think that I adopted to my creative storytelling, how I, adapt to the world outside, and I, I always wanted to have that. I wanted to crave that. All this. That's why I started this play, like to in this movie, to capture that essence of that.
Well, I think it's very relatable, and viewers are going to identify with. I mean, how many ladies across America have a crush on Matthew McConaughey, right? So, like, I find that very relatable. It really, yeah, the story really carries the day. So, Chad, tell us how you got involved and what you did to inspire Jazmine here. I mean, there's got to be some relation if you're an English teacher and, literature and all
Sure.
that.
Yeah. Well, she had many seasons of this, right? So the first one started in the garage, and we just had a lot of fun, and it was very entertaining to everybody. And, there were a lot of sort of comical mishaps, and there was some drama. And, as a storyteller, I just knew every season that I was there that I needed to somehow capture this. And really, I needed a film crew up there. And so finally, it was, boy, by the time it was the sixth season, we had moved out of the garage, and we had moved, into the Windsor Center, because we figured out we could rent the local community center for, I think it was like $50 a shot, and pulled everybody together. And, it's just a bunch of really wonderful people that you wouldn't expect, being excited about theater and stuff like that, helping out just to make Jazmine's dream possible. And so finally, I was here in Savannah, Georgia, and I was running through a park, and I saw a friend of mine who I knew was a filmmaker. And I said, Pat, what would it take to get you to come to the Upper Peninsula and just shoot this film? And we worked something out that was incredibly like reasonable, and he came up with his wife, and they immediately kind of became part of the family. And we shot for about 6 or 7 days and did some interviews, and we were in the rodeo parade, promoting the play. And just did all kinds of fun things, and then looked at the footage and realized that we had the start of probably a feature film. And then went back and kind of shot a little bit more, and completed the narrative. And then, just kept tweaking it and tweaking it, and then um, submitted to some film festivals, and got into the film festivals, and then got
And
into
so it
more film
sounds nice,
festivals.
like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Chad, there was a little of a lag.
No.
It
Yeah.
sounds nice, like, oh, you started in your garage, and the reality is you've won all these awards. This is a pretty sophisticated production you got here,
Right.
which is excellent, and it's just such a good American story, how,
Sure.
you did come out of your garage and you did bootstrap, and, the talent is evident. So, Jazmine, tell us a little bit about where you wanna end up now that this has gotten all these awards, and what's next for you are you gonna stay in entertainment? Are you gonna stay in front of the camera, behind the camera? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, about that, actually, yes. I think after all these awards, I do want to pursue. I know the I know the upcoming um, movies out there that I wanted to do, like these high paid films that I love, like in horror, or whatever it is, like all different genres that I want to do. But mostly, I want to do, honestly, is going behind the camera, because I had a friend who is also works behind the camera as well, and me and her just clicked, and we did, did some good things behind the camera. But it'd be kind of fun to do that too, direct and see how we go from there. It's kind of fun, and but I also making my own podcasts separately. So that's what I'm gonna continue
Excellent,
to
that's
do.
great.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna leave the entertainment
Fantastic.
at all. I wanna keep doing it.
All right. Yeah, we're always actively pursuing, opportunities for Jazmine. And what she's talking about here, I think, is that your friend Hannah that you met when you were down here, Jazmine, for the
Y-
Hindsight Film Festival?
Yes, yes. I went to this stage I went to this production with her, and I saw some cool friends, and they did this music video, and I liked it, and I helped, and I yelled, and I did a little direction, and I like, wow, it's just gonna be my calling, and it'd be kind of cool to do that. So that's why I said to you about that I want to pursue that. So with her help, I can probably do that with her. So that's part of the
Absolutely. The
entertainment.
sky's the limit when you have talent. And you've got the talent, Jazmine.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So as we begin to conclude here, Fairies family, let's talk a little bit about to make sure we get our listeners and viewers information if they want to consume the film and get involved in your productions in some ways. Let's be sure to get that information out there.
Sure. So, I mean, the best thing to do is if you want to become part of, the Iron Family, go to ironfamilyfilm.com. And from there, it'll give you all the links necessary to see the film. You can stream it on Amazon, on Apple TV Plus, on Google. And so all those major platforms, you'll find information about the podcast that Jazmine was talking about. We did some episodes of a podcast and just generally, extra clips, behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. And then
What would you
also
add,
on there.
Jazzy?
Yeah, and there's a little webisodes too that I put in there that clicks to Iron Family, and that see I get together with some poets and some people that I talk to on that,
Oh,
so
that's
that's
right.
also on there down there, and we have some shorts too on YouTube as well. YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts
shorts.
as well. Okay.
hmm
All right. Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrific. So, again, the film, everybody's going to check it out. Please be sure to send us those links. We'll put them in the description so our listeners and viewers can get a hold of that because it really
Hmm.
is.
Yeah,
It's
I just
great
want to say this
content
also.
and it stands on
Ring.
its own.
Yeah, I just want to say ring the bell, get a notification, and subscribe on YouTube for Iron Family.
That's right. Subscribe, like, subscribe, Sean, comment, share. That's what we say here too, Jasmine. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right. So as we wrap up here, any final thoughts, Chad or Jasmine?
I don't know, Jazzy, you're the one who's got all the cool sayings and stuff. You got any
Yeah.
inspirational words for everybody?
Well, I will say this. That whew, I will say this that life is always about getting. Yeah. Let's just say your whole life is in a jar, and then when you grab a cookie, you took one little life out, and that cookie represents that a represents Iron Family. And if you have a cookie, you have Iron Family in that life and retrieve it. And when you do, you always leave a smile at the end.
Nice. Iron Family
All
is like
right,
a little
Jasmine. That's
cookie.
great. I
Yep.
definitely will have a smile on my face every time I think you, Jasmine. I got to tell you. So, Chad,
Okay.
Jasmine, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Sure.
It was great having you. So, another
Thank you.
episode,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, David.
and we hope to have you back soon for your next film. Another episode of Save Visibility. It's David D'Arcangelo. I hope you have a great day. For more information about disability employment issues, please visit our website, disabilityemploymentsolutions.com. The Save As Ability podcast is available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, our YouTube channel at Disability Policy Expert, or wherever you stream your podcasts. Subscribe, stream, rate, and review our shows. Your ratings and reviews help our show reach new audiences. Produced by Pod Pro Entertainment. Save As Ability lives within a network of podcasts located at podproentertainment.com. # The New Radio. Again, my name is David D'Arcangelo, and I'm your disability policy expert. Until next time, thank you I hope you have a great day.